1 minute to go in the 12th round. 30 seconds left in the 12th. There's the bell, ending round number 12. Let's see what happens in the Elorde corner now. Referee Ray Flores walks to the neutral corner, and the doctor is making no move to come up. So apparently, Ray Flores detected no added damage to the eye in the course of that round. Across the way, they appear quite confident in the Sandy Sadler corner. Sadler is, of course, making good use of his reach advantage against Elorde in this situation. He's potting away with long left hands and occasionally sending in a right-hand lead. He has a 3-inch reach advantage over Flash Elorde. Sadler's last title defense was last year against Red Top Davis. It was, of course, a successful one. His last fight was here in San Francisco on the 12th of December when he scored a 7th-round knockout of Dave Gallardo. But now the buzzer is sounded, and it's time for Elorde and Sadler to come out for round number 13. Sadler pumping away with a free right hand in the infighting. The experience factor between these two, the veteran Sandy Sadler against the young fighter Flash Elorde, shows up most in the infighting, where Elorde customarily finds himself tied up. Sadler usually has one hand free and bangs away with it. Flash Elorde's cut eye now has been reopened again and is bleeding heavily. Time, I believe, Ray Flores may have stopped the fight. He takes him over into the corner and has the doctor come up and look at it. And the fight has been stopped in the 13th round with Sandy Sadler the winner on a technical knockout. We'll have the official time in just a moment.
Men, there's a very, very good reason why America's largest selling spray deodorant is Menon's Spray Deodorant for Men. The reason is that every day more men are finding out that Menon's Spray Deodorant gives them that extra special protection they need. So, fellas, do as millions of other men do. Give yourself that extra margin of safety you need. Play safe all day long. Spray safe with a deodorant that more men use than any other deodorant, Menon's Spray Deodorant for Men.
And now here's Ben Bentley with the official time.
The referee stops the bout after 59 seconds of the 13th round. The winner and still world featherweight champion, Sandy Sadler.
Sandy Sadler.
Now, this one really has the touch. Oh, of course, most people don't drink blindfolded, but you know, there is a big difference between Pabst and America's 2 or 3 other great beers. It's a happy touch of flavor that we call PBRT, the Pabst Blue Ribbon Touch. And you know it's there every time you taste a glass of sparkling Pabst. But PBRT doesn't just happen. Actually, it's a careful combination of many things, like the Pabst Blue Ribbon ingredients. And one of those is Pabst Blue Ribbon barley. This is the basic grain used in making beer. And of the 5,000 varieties grown, only 8 are considered good enough for Pabst Blue Ribbon barley. This fine barley is then made into Pabst Blue Ribbon malt. Brewmasters call malt the soul of the beer because it shapes the character of the final brew. And surprisingly enough, of all the leading brewers, only Pabst is equipped to do all of its own malting. But most important, perhaps, PBRT takes people. People with the Pabst Blue Ribbon Touch who know how to put all these ingredients together to give each glass of Pabst the taste with the Blue Ribbon Touch. So when you have beer, have a great beer. Why not? You'll enjoy it all the more. Be sure you've got some Pabst around the house all the time. What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon, the finest beer served anywhere. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we go to Norfolk, Virginia for the 9th annual March of Dimes bout. It's a great thing down there. It's for a great cause all over the country. Just because we found a marvelous vaccine recently doesn't mean that those people fighting that terrible thing don't have to have a lot more money. They do, so send it in. You know how to do it locally, I'm sure. So until next week in Norfolk, it's been wonderful being in San Francisco. This is Bill Nimmo, speaking for the makers of Pabst Blue Ribbon, the finest beer served anywhere.
And this is Jack Gregson, speaking for Menon, makers of world-famous Menon products for men. Good night.
Next Wednesday night, January 25th, the Wednesday night fights will present the 9th annual polio fight in connection with the March of Dimes drive. Direct from ringside at the Norfolk Municipal Auditorium in Norfolk, Virginia, we'll bring you a 10-round middleweight bout between Joey Giambra of Buffalo, New York, and Al Andrews of St. Paul, Minnesota. The Wednesday night fights have been brought to you by America's first coast-to-coast chain of breweries, the Pabst Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Peoria Heights, Illinois, Newark, New Jersey, and Los Angeles, California. And the Menon Company, makers of world-famous Menon products for men, shave cream, aftershave lotions, deodorants, talcums, and hair products. Until next Wednesday night, this is Jack Breeze saying good night.
See The Vice Friday nights on the ABC television network.
Money in the book. However, the big business at hand now is Del Flanagan, who is coming through the ring, as you see, the 22-year-old St. Paul, Minnesota boxer, who puts his winning streak of 49 straight bouts on the line tonight